Happy Monday, everyone. This is Martha with Nature Niche, and this week, my nephew Lincoln and I are going to tell you about yellow trout lily.
Be nice to flowers.
Can you say yellow trout lily? Can you say yellow trout lily? That's pretty.
So, yellow trout lily, also known as dogtooth violet or adder's tongue, scientific name is Erythronium americanum, is a really neat native perennial forb of rich deciduous forests, moist thickets. Here I'm showing it located in a small stream floodplain. It's a spring ephemeral that's found throughout the state, often in forests with sugar maple and beech or other mesic hardwoods. Also in backyards, in places where there's remnant woodland. So this is my nephew Lincoln showing off his beautiful collection of yellow trout lily. It's a spring ephemeral, and that means it's a perennial plant that actively grows throughout the spring. It flowers very briefly and will go dormant by midsummer. And its leaves die back, and the plant pretty much disappears by midsummer. These plants grow about 6 inches tall, and they have 1 to 2 basal leaves that are gray-green with dark mottles and smooth margins. They're hairless and kind of waxy or glaucous. The petioles or leaf stalks are long and mostly located beneath the ground surface. And these plants have immature shoots that are just a single leaf with no flowers, and then mature shoots that have 2 leaves and a single flower. And these are older plants are less common. And this species doesn't necessarily flower every year. The flower is nodding, and it's about 3/4 of an inch to 1.25 inches long. It's composed of 6 yellow tepals, which are modified petals and sepals, common of things in the lily family. And the flowers have 6 stamens and an ovary with 3 erect stigmata. The tepals become strongly recurved as the flower ages, and this species blooms mid-spring for about 2 weeks and then forms a seed capsule that's about 1/2 inch in length, and that divides into 3 parts and releases the seeds. The root system is a corm, which is an underground storage organ, sort of swollen base to the plant. And then it has fibrous roots beneath with 0 to 3 stolons, or stems that run kind of under the leaf litter along the ground. And that helps it form clones. So you get colonies of immature shoots forming around a mother plant. As far as horticultural goes, this species prefers dappled sunlight to medium shade. It likes mesic, so just the right amount of moisture conditions. Loamy soils that have high organic matter and leaf litter. It can take up to 8 years for these plants to flower in a typical woodland setting. So if you are able to purchase them and get them started, it may take a while before you see the plants flower. And if you have them, you definitely want to conserve them. They're a very special spring ephemeral. They help support our native pollinators by producing nectar and pollen. And those flowers attract all kinds of bees, bumblebees, mason bees, andrenid bees. And the seeds have little food appendages on them that attract ants, and the ants will then distribute the seeds to new locations. The mottled pattern of the leaves help camouflage them from mammalian herbivores like deer that lack color vision. And that's where the name of this species comes from. The mottling reminded folks of the marking on brook trout. So I was reading that this species is both medicinal and edible. The leaves, flowers, and corm are all edible. The corm is supposed to have a cucumber-like taste. You can eat them trailside, put them on a salad, or roast them, or use all parts of the plant as to make tea. It is recommended not to eat them in large quantities, though, because they are known to uh, make you throw up if eaten in mass quantity. So, as always, when trying a edible wild food, you would want to do that in small quantities and see how you react. Since it is such a nice spring ephemeral, you certainly don't want to um, pull or collect a lot of them. Make sure you are taking them sustainably. And I hope you get out this spring and get to see some of these pretty yellow trout lilies. Take care.